Ninjas in pajamas. Everyone expects them to go through. VirtusPro would love to play upset yet again today. Who's moving on in the bracket? Ninjas in pajamas versus VirtusPro.
Well, VirtusPro so far in this play have had a dream start, but will they be dragged back to the land of the living with a bump by Ninjas in Pajamas? James, but we will see, and we will begin in Game 1, brought to you by Progressive.
And this is an upper bracket match as well, so the loser of this series not out of it yet. They will fall down and play MIBR for another chance at making it through to the next stage in the tournament. But already early on, we see some pressure from VP and Catalysm, who was the MVP of the last series. It's the first one to strike just 4 seconds into this game.
Well, the dream, it does continue early doors in game number 1, and Catalysm was a key player in their victory against Rebellion. A couple of huge pinches as well. The 50-50 game from VirtusPro was so strong, but there's so much more than that as well. I mean, this is the team who have got to the 5th series in Swiss before. They've taken upsets, they've beaten OCE. They keep getting better and better, and steadily so as this season has gone on.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, and even back in the European region, we've seen Catalysm make RLCS lands before. I think he is the backbone of this team. Sosa, a player that was, trying to fight into the upper echelons in North America, has now found success with VirtusPro. And then the homegrown talent of Sphinx, they have continually pushed the limit, and now they give up the first goal though. NIP doing a good job to respond.
You can't give that much space to anyone on Ninjas in Pajamas, in particular Oski. And look who was there making it as easy as possible for him. Radosin in front of the ball, playing fearlessly. He won't be phased by going a goal down early doors against VP. The man who's had to battle his way forwards for this season.
Kickoff strat.
From the kickoff, VirtusPro got all the strats.
Oh, look, this was so perfectly executed. You can see Sosa driving right by the ball, ready to receive the hit. That was honestly perfect execution. It could not go better.
We were talking about the challenge game of VirtusPro and how they were so much more, but that doesn't mean that they don't rely on those 50-50s. It's an incredibly strong one straight from the kickoff. And they're becoming a little bit of a bag of tricks, our VirtusPro, which is what we love to see. Ninjas in Pajamas having to steady themselves here. Far from guaranteed to make it through this play, and despite being the favourites to do so. They've lost tournaments before, they have been favourites. Of course, in the last chance qualifier, James, they did live up to expectations and played very well in that.
And I think I heard Gibbs say that he expects them to be top 8 in the tournament. Maybe I misheard him, but that's what it sounded like he said, and I don't think that's too outrageous. These players individually so good on NIP, but it is a team game, and not always does the most talented team win.
It would be dull if that was the case, if we could predict everything in that direction, but Rocket League has a way of throwing up surprise results, and VirtusPro are hoping to get themselves another, but here is Oski.
Good reset.
Catching the reset. Catalysm across from the side, gets the block, and he is looking awake, Catalysm. He is up for this one.
The first one to strike, and now keeping that attack at bay. Sphinx shot will be blocked by Radosin. But Catalysm is that player to watch if you're a fan of VirtusPro. Catalysm, so good. Another big stop there. You can see Oski trying to 50 that on the goal line. Lots of pressure mounting. There's the shot again. That one turned aside by Sphinx.
Yeah, but VirtusPro, they're dealing well with the pace of Ninjas in Pajamas. And that was a fast attack. That was a fake from Radosin on the side, getting it into the center, and Sphinx had to be incredibly aware that that shot was coming in, and he was able to do so. And on the other end, Catalysm gets a nibble on the opponent. Sosa over the top of one. Nas gets to the side, but Pajamas will have half an hour on the time as we take over halfway in game number 1. And they find themselves behind to 2 great goals.
Sphinx will try to 50 this one. Got away from them a little bit, but Catalysm will launch that towards net, force Oski up to burn that boost. You can see low boost for Catalysm and Sphinx. Catalysm still turns to try to get that ball in for Sosa. Could potentially be a counterattack. There is a demo, but Sphinx does a nice job of fighting at the midfield. Does bump a player off the ball as well, giving more space to VP.
You can see that Oski is sitting deep, and that's what he's had to do since Radosin's come in. It's been successful so far, converting him to an attacking third man. And that ball is going over his teammates' heads all too often. He'll want ball control from them. That's a good 50-50. The 50-50 game is so strong in Pajamas as well, but somehow VirtusPro keep their dream alive. It's looking like they're more than capable of dealing with what Nip throw at them.
Heard 2 dings First one from the post, second one from the crossbar. Close call for NIP, Virtus.pro. Are they gonna give one up here? The angle's tight, and you saw the shot. Not quite there.
Yeah, but NIP is starting to come to the boil now. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. They already had to get past TSM via a late comeback in game number 2. They equalize with 22 seconds left. They'll have some experience in getting back into games from 2-1 down. Nas and Oski, I thought would go for the pinch, but not quite there between the two of them. Catalysm is in now. One more goal for Virtus.pro makes this an incredibly high mountain for NIP to climb. So far, they seem comfortable. And what the V-Pro would change that. Is there going to be a chance here? Oski has to get this read and does. 50 left though, James. You know, they're doing really well, Virtus.pro, over the pressure.
They certainly are, and battling at the midfield as well. We've seen Sphinx a couple times make some really big plays. Oh, and this is really awkward. Does get the double Sphinx. You're playing with fire there.
It's risky, but it was effective. Oski to the ceiling, gets the flip reset, fakes it out. Sphinx again, comes back for more. No boost, but to get in Nas's way. Nas has control, a pass towards Oski. Sosa read it. Such an incredible player at getting in the way of opponent attacks. Oski is desperate to get to that ball, chain dashing his way around, but it's not going to be enough. Radosin's in the air. Used pretty much all of his boost to get it up. Was there a bump? I'm not sure. But once again, NIP do equalize late.
We'll get another look at it on the replay. Sosa, the player here that needs to make the play. And yet, sure enough, Oski with a bump on Sosa to knock him out of the way.
Absolute savagery there from Ninjas and Pyjamas. And the one thing they've brought in with Radosin, composure. In these deep moments, a lack of fear. Even when time is running out, they still continue to play the low percentage plays. And when it works, it's so effective. But it's only 2-2. Virtus.pro have got goals in them, and overtime would be a successful game 1 for them. They might not even need it! Oh, that was a scary moment for NIP.
Surviving by the skin of their teeth. And we already saw one kickoff strategy. We don't see too much of a strat come out in the second one, standard kickoff, but it does result in possession here for Virtus.pro. Catalysm didn't make contact on the shot, and now Sosa needs to retreat, helping out Sphinx, who's last back. Sphinx got a pinch, but it was right to Nas, who takes the ball at the midfield.
I'd say of the 3 Virtus.pro players, though, Sphinx mechanically looks the most comfortable going for that pinch. A few blocks, a few stops that he's made, and the touches. Real high-quality player. Catalysm loses that one out to Nas. Nas around the corner, wants to try and beat Sphinx, but again, Sphinx is equal to it. No, it's Radosin with the shot. Catalysm is there, awake and alert. And Ninjas and Pyjamas have to head back. Sosa gets a demo and a boost steal. Will that pen back NIP? Quite on this occasion, it's scary moments for both teams, James. Here's Radosin with the latest, over the top of the crossbar, but Catalysm, he is there to clear it away.
Nicely done, though, by Radosin to win that ball at the midfield. But now we see the race. It's off the post. Rebound now off the backboard. Nas goes straight up the gut. Catalysm will pop it up. Tries to get help from a teammate. And now NIP on the attack. They fended off the VP attack, at least for now. And now another one starts. Sphinx to an air dribble. The reset goes for a 50. It drops down. Ball cleared back up the gut, but Catalysm is ready and waiting.
I am nervous at times how far forward the third player from Virtus.pro is creeping. They want to play aggressively, but can't overcommit. Be chased now into their own corner. Sosa pops it high. Radosin is already up and waiting. A minute and a half now into this overtime as Oski clears that one forward. He gets the pinch as well. Sphinx has to be alert once again, and is.
Sphinx has been in a few really awkward spots and has made the appropriate touch. He's been excelling in those last man back. Must get a good touch to the corner situations. Sphinx, can he do something on offense? You see the skim pass over to Sphinx. First touch is a beauty into a reset, trying to go low. Sphinx is working.
It's a good 50-50 loss as well, though. He knew that Catalysm and Sosa were behind him. Did Sphinx. A bump on Radosin is almost met. So now tries the 50-50. NIP has scored plenty of goals like this. They score another. In the end, it is a clean foray forwards, and NIP take the first.
Radosin, look at the power and the positioning there. Not only being able to get the 50, but getting the 50 while maintaining full control of his car, which allowed him to follow that up and get that pass. Though they lost it, I think they're starting to turn some heads. They got their first ever win against North America just a moment ago. And now another kickoff strategy. We saw them pull one out in the first game, and here they've done it again.
I mean, the goals are getting quicker. In game 1, they scored in 4 seconds.
Same strat.
In game 2, they score in 2 seconds. Following that in game 3, they'll score in 0 seconds.
Yeah, so you wonder if NIP is going to start looking out for that, because that was the exact same strat. Last time it was Sosa that was able to put in the goal.
I know that in the overtime of the last game, I could sense that you were hoping they pulled one out there. Are you a bit disappointed they didn't?
Well, I mean, a lot of times it comes down to what the formation is going to be on kickoff and what you feel comfortable doing. Some formations lend themselves better than others to going for certain set pieces. So we've seen Virtus.pro so far capitalize on 2 different fake kickoff plays. Well, I should say the same one twice, rather. Now we see another goal for Catalysm. This one bouncing off the defender and in.
Within a minute, a couple of goals for Virtus.pro. Look at the pace of Catalysm there. Absolutely dusts Radosin. Oski was trying to get back, but couldn't get enough on it. And then the Pyjamas once again have to lean back in their chairs, spell some breath, go, and realize they're in a game here. They're in a series here. Virtus.pro are taking it to all comers.
And now
pace to really make Nip struggle.
You wonder if they're going to keep that pace that allowed them to get these first 2 goals. VP started giving up more space to NIP, playing a little bit more defensively in that last game. Gave up the lead, eventually NIP winning in overtime. You can already see NIP a chance to get back into this one. Radosin was trying to keep the ball to himself on low boost. It does bounce out to Nas, but the attack sputters out for NIP.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Radosin made the correct decision there. I have a feeling he could have got the shooting angle just in one. Eventually the play does continue and he has another chance. Big demos coming out from Virtus.pro. How much space will that leave in the Nip defense? Not enough as far as Virtus.pro are concerned, because Oski has a chance for a double, gets it! Radosin follows up, beautiful.
NIP picking up the pace, and this was a nice pass up to Oski. Oski getting a high bounce on the backboard. You saw Sosa was on the backboard, low boost. That placement on the backboard hit was so good from Oski. Even though he didn't score, he was able to get a nice, juicy rebound for his teammate.
And there relieves plenty of pressure for Ninjas and Pyjamas. If there's one thing you can say about this team, is that when one of them gets a good goal, it leads to some momentum. It certainly leads to a spark within them. Any hints that that spark would not be there here in Forbidden Temple are alleviated with that touch there, the double tap.
Another play there. I was expecting Radosin to go for a backflip pass, try to touch that ball out to the middle. Instead, let it bounce, and see Virtus.pro able to deal with that easily. Now trying to go on an attack of their own. Oski double tap off the sidewall, picks up the mid boost into the air. He's bumped off the ball. Sosa a little bit awkward trying to control this, and he gives a goal away.
A rare mistake there from Virtus.pro. There was a chance for Sosa just to keep his car behind. This one didn't manage it. And try to force things at the pinch there, but Nas slows his car down, knows exactly what Sosa's doing.
And in a situation like that, you have to keep the ball close. You have to stay behind it so that no matter what, you can 50 it wide. But you saw, like you said, pinching that ball out, got too far away from him, and ended up giving a free goal over to NIP. And you can't afford to do that against a team like NIP, especially when you're already the underdog. Sosa definitely going to look to make up for it. Might do it here on the dribble. And dribbles in it, close to being in. I don't know. I thought that was going to be a goal. Oski somehow fought through the contact. And you wonder why Sosa, Sosa not picking up the pace, was completely trusting his teammate to get a bump, trying to get a bump there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Oski, as well as an INK, now has an S on his chest, because that was superhuman getting back in time, and now he'll get even more reward. He gets the goal to put Nip in front. Virtus.pro will be wondering how on earth. Not only did they not score, but then they concede a huge 2-goal swing.
A tilter of a game for Sosa specifically. Ended up making that the mistake, giving up the goal. Ended up not scoring on that dribble downfield. Ended up getting demoed on that play that immediately led to the NIP goal. So all eyes on Sosa right now to see how he handles this stress. NIP starting to surge. There's a double tap ball, triple tap. It's a triple tap goal from Nas.
Oh boy, Oski finds him. Nas does the rest. Just keep hitting that ball. I don't know how he has so much boost. I'll never understand how he has so much control. Nas has been scoring wonder goals all season, but where Nip have been lacking is doing them in key moments. And a reminder, they were 2 goals down. They might be back within 1. Redosin now gets a huge save. But Sphinx puts it in, and this one ain't over.
The third kickoff goal here, and it looked like it was the same strat as before. Just peel off, let the second player hit it.
It actually hit Sosa there on the corner as well. So if he was starting to get tilted, a little bit of luck has flown back his way. And I don't begrudge Sosa that at all. The Canadian has well and truly earned it with the way he's been playing. A couple of unfortunate moments. Now he has the ball almost. No, he was just swept away there at the last second. So it's Redosin who has control. Oski's in the middle. Redosin get it to Oski. Does he need to get it to Oski? Would have in the end. Sosa popped up on the goal line. This one's set up for an intriguing finish if Virtus.pro can keep on pushing and keep on reading these Ninjas in Pyjamas passes.
Great defense again from Sphinx. Able to get the stop, get the ball safely to the corner, pick up the boost, but NIP kickstart another attack. Oski with a tip and a bump. Nas will stay behind this for a 50. Sosa misses the ball completely. Nas has time to pick up the mid boost and will stay on this ball.
And it did well not to be too confused by Sosa's miss there. It really confused the flow of this one for a couple of seconds, but Nip recovered well enough. Sosa up against Nas into the corner. Redosin went too. That's not ideal there until Redosin somehow comes away with it. It's at the near post. Sosa has to stay strong, has to stay tall, does so. It's the back wall. Sphinx has to get anything on this ball, has to get anything on this ball. Redosin won't let him. He's so strong in these positions.
I mean, it's another crazy 50 here from Redosin. Parks his car behind the ball. How many sparks did we see?
I think that was 4 touches. I don't think it happens anymore where players used to be able to get like 6 shots in a row, didn't they? I don't think that's how the game counts shots anymore, unfortunately, because that would have been one of those moments.
Perfectly put his car behind that ball.
Well, Catalysm has to get something going right now for Virtus.pro. There's a miss there, and does! Oh, Nip! What happened there defensively?
Catalysm making the most of the Sphinx demo, and you see Redosin getting harassed in that Sphinx. He was clearing the path, paving the way.
Yeah. Kickoff strike?
Certainly.
Kickoff strike?
Drive by it. There we go. You said it did happen. This time it gets to the back left, and it does look like VP was still prepared for that. In the kickoff category, VP still ahead.
Oh yeah, so far ahead. Even that caused a little bit of chaos. It didn't quite work out for Virtus.pro, but they do have 8 seconds left. Catalysm has control of the ball. Oski's already up. Catalysm goes over the top of him. Redosin on the back wall. Can this go to a VP play? It's Sosa. He goes over the top of one. He couldn't get the power in.
Get a good position on the ball, take that 50. You're putting your team in such a great spot.
I mean, it's been a huge tale from Redosin to make it here with Ninjas in Pyjamas, to take the risk. He could have. They were telling me that he could have sat on his contract at Gentlemates. He chose to come to Ninjas in Pyjamas to play, to keep on fighting, keep on pushing, and build his own legacy. TSM Shopify Rebellion are about to go into Game 5.
You've got to be kidding me.
Extreme. So keep half an eye on that one, everybody, and half an eye over here as well. That one is loser goes home. This one, there's still another life. So plenty of interesting Rocket League going on, even on the first day, even on the play.
Yeah, that's insane. That is insane, because many people were speculating we'd get Gen.G versus Shopify, but TSM, that would be quite the result.
Virtus.pro still in this one. Ninjas in Pyjamas are by no means home and hosed. Virtus.pro have been knocking on the door the entire series. They just string a few goals together and get themselves a lead and keep it.
Another heavy touch, though, from Sosa. This one pounced on once again. Catalysm tries to 50 at Nas. Going for some bump plays. Redosin will handbrake turn. Catalysm around 1. 50 goes off to the side. Sosa doesn't have the mid boost spawn. Will have to give this ball away.
Here comes Nas. This is what you don't want. He's only got, well, no boost left now. I think that Virtus.pro pretty lucky that he had nothing in the tank, because if he has anything more than capable of getting past any defenders, Sphinx goes for the double tap from the side. Quite able to complete the skim. Nas does the same thing, and Sosa was up there waiting for it. So both players and both teams are testing each other, prodding each other with a sharp stick. We'll see who's the first one to really launch a volley of attack.
This could be a chance. Sosa!
Yeah, man.
That's redemption for Sosa. Needed power and precision on the last play of the game. Didn't find it this time, though. Does.
And that's not the first time we've seen Sphinx get an almighty pre-jump when it looks like his opponents are going to have control. It happened against Rebellion, where he floated from the right to the left side of the pitch to get a 50-50 that I think his teammates then had to put in. And that was the same. He is showing no respect in all the best ways as the Malaysian, representing APAC, putting his region on his back with his teammates. Now he's giving the team another lead as well. Scored consistently in this series, broken through the NIP defense over and over again.
Now they've had leads.
Yeah, for sure.
Just haven't been able to hold on to them. Will it be any different this time? Sphinx, not the best first touch. Sosa to the middle, and Catalysm only enough boost to put it to the sidewall where Sphinx has 36 in the tank. Not enough to really do damage. Sosa has a full tank, but he's beat to the ball. Redosin, little wall dash, lets the ball bounce, goes for the fake. Tried to go low, and the play was shut down nicely by VP.
Catalysm gets the 100 boost, and he goes in front of the ball as well. Nice idea there. Sosa didn't quite get a touch on it, but it's a 50-50 that falls to Sphinx. He's got the mechs to break through, goes for the double tap of the backboard. Nas was waiting for it. Up against Nas, and Nas breaks through all of them. That's great play there from Nas. Turn of pace, 1-1.
This was a good beat. Nas, crazy touch gets over Sosa. Catalysm diving in. Sphinx, we just saw him make that mechanical attack, but he risked so much on that play that his rotation was going to be slow. So once Catalysm gets beat at the midfield, the net was wide open. And now we see a kickoff strat from NIP.
Yeah, they can do it too. Redosin couldn't quite find Oski. We've seen that exact play in a few key moments throughout this series. You know, one fakes, one goes right, the other one's already going forwards. I don't know if these players have names yet. I don't know if that's got a name, but he certainly needs to call it something because we have seen that. Oh wow, what a challenge that is, and the demo as well. Again, in a flash, NIP have it.
Same old storyline. See the quick turn and the demo, a thing of beauty. Smiles on Nas as well on that one.
He's a very happy player, is Nas. Every time there's a good NIP goal, he has just got the biggest grin on his face, and it's lovely to see. NIP are playing like a team who are enjoying themselves. Virtus.pro, though, still dangerous. Let that one flash across their goal. Another scary moment there for VP. Nas wanted to get the catch, but couldn't do it. He was slow there, a little bit sluggish. Redosin had to trudge back to help him. Have to remember that Virtus.pro are faster than they may think. Redosin tees up Oski for the pre-jump. Not met there. The Catalysm tries to get over the top of Nas, but again, Nas has to head back. So NIP playing with fire a tad. Virtus.pro yet to punish them fully. Danger remains.
Oski hoping to dribble this ball out. 50'd by Catalysm. It's right back to Redosin, but Redosin only has enough boost to put it to the midfield. Oski up to Nas. Boost being burned by NIP, but they are gaining ground.
Staring at Redosin there.
Oh.
Only one goal. NIP 50 seconds away from winning this one to making it into the World Championships proper. So gets the challenge on Oski, not quite good enough. Catalysm there wants to get the skim and instead has to follow it up himself. Virtus.pro have control of the ball. They lose out on it. It's Oski that can sweep up. 35. I'm just wondering, James, will there be one more big chance for Virtus.pro?
We'll see. Only 30 seconds, though, separating NIP from a spot in the group stage. Virtus.pro slowly running out of time.
17 left. Catalysm in the corner. A couple of boosts as well, so this is great play from
slowing it down.
Management. Just take the sting out of this game. 10 seconds now.
Sosa's got boost. He picked up the corner. He's putting it to work. Sosa, the flip reset attempt. It's stopped. Nas has Catalysm in it over to this side. NIP get the...
That's right, and I've got Redosin. We've been in France for so long and not talked to any French, so we're gonna make sure we get some of that. Redosin, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Yep. First off, I have to ask, because it's right here in our business, what's going on? Tell us the story about this.
Qu'est-ce que c'est finalement cette histoire-là entre le cochon et Dembélé? Okay, this pig, I have 2 pigs. I boof pigs for my dog at my house. But my dog don't want to play with the pig, so I play with the pig.
So it's your toy now.
Yeah.
That's so good. Well, I'm glad you. What's the pig's name?
Bobby Junior, this one.
Bobbish?
Bobby Junior.
Bobby Junior?
Yeah. Bobby Junior.
Okay. I love Bobby Junior. Okay. I love it. Okay, and we just happen to have a plushie of him as well.
Et du coup, la peluche, qu'est-ce que c'est? La peluche? Ah, this one is like Dembélé. It's a Ballon d'Or. The future Ballon d'Or winner. So PSG player, everything. So my favorite player, my inspiration.
Oh, it's your inspiration. Yeah. Okay. I love it. So you have we need to get the other two players some inspiration as well. Or are you their inspiration? Are you the one being loud in the comms and on the team?
Est-ce que finalement dans l'équipe, est-ce que c'est toi qui ramène l'énergie aux autres joueurs ou finalement est-ce que c'est plutôt les autres qui t'inspirent aussi dans ton équipe?
I think they inspire me a lot because like I have two mechanical players and like they beat like close everyone like in the air. So me, I have the easy job to do, so I do my job, you know.
That's right. Hey, yeah, and you're doing it. You guys got the win here today, but of course it gets harder. I'm sure you guys knew that you would get out of this stage. I feel like you had to be confident you'd be making it out of the play-ins.
Alors c'est vrai que du coup, le deuxième match c'était peut-être un peu plus compliqué, mais je pense que est-ce que vous aviez finalement ce mindset de savoir que vous alliez réussir de ce play-in?
I mean, we didn't have that mindset because it's a first RLCS LAN for Nas, so I wanted just to make it easy for him, like everything. And no, like he has a bit experience, he has 2 matches, so we will see in playoff how it will work.
So I want to speak on Naz as well. Has there been a learning process with a newer player with less experience, or has it been very smooth for Naz to work his way into a live environment?
Du coup, Nas, comme tu disais, a très peu d'expérience. Quel a été finalement le process derrière justement son inclusion dans l'équipe, le fait qu'il avait peut-être moins d'expérience, tout ça, comment ça s'est passé?
I mean, for me, Nas has always been a good player. But I told him for 2 years he is the best choker in EU. So I told him stop be a choker, and he's at.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, well, I gotta say, going forward, I guess into the groups, what's the team's overall attitude? It sounds like fun. Is that how it is when it comes to scrims in preparation as well?
C'est comment finalement, au final, l'ambiance et l'attitude de l'équipe à l'approche du groupe, maintenant que vous êtes qualifié en phase de groupe, c'est quoi finalement la manière dont ça se passe dans l'équipe pour vous?
I mean, right now we are in playoff. We want just to, in scrims or not in scrim, we want to enjoy yourself because we beat Scam at the spot, you know. We went through the LCQ, so I mean, we just want to enjoy and have a good moment together.
Hey, you know what? You're having fun. You're making me have fun. And I think everyone else is having fun watching you. Good luck in the rest of your matches. Good luck with your mascots as well. And thank you guys for joining. We'll see you guys for some more Rocket League just after this break.